Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim, Thieves Guild Edition. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw here with our character, Anhasi Silverclaw, and let's get started. Now something I forgot to do in the previous parts, both of them actually, was to actually show you the Thieves Guild armor. Every piece is enchanted, it's all light armor, and this is what it does. You get carry capacity up, you get better pickpocketing, you get better lockpicking, you get better prices when you sell stuff. Very thiefy things, and yet none of them actually help you sneak. Kind of annoying, but what can you do? Anyway, today...
So, the ending of my tale I began earlier.
Is this your tale of single-handedly fighting off a pack of trolls, or my favorite? We bedded 4 women on the same night?
Well, if you don't want to hear it, that's your loss.
If I wanted to hear a tall tale, I'd read a children's storybook. Get some better stories, Vicar.
Oh, and I suppose you have better stories. Well, let's meet another member of the guild today, shall we? We're gonna meet Thwin today.
Yeah?
Not fight, but Thwin.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Now.
You don't have to be so pushy about it, what?
Pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too. Let me know if you need anything. Okay?
Well, from the way you're talking, I take it you were once a bandit?
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them.
I take it you were more about the loot, less about the throat slitting?
Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed.
That sounds like a great time. What are you doing here?
We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and the children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest.
I'm gonna assume that you guys don't normally not leave witnesses?
No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways.
What about Garthek? What happened to that asshole?
I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did.
I suppose so. Wow.
Always a pleasure.
And that, friends, is the problem with being part of a thieving community that is not as tight-knit and as organized as the guild I'm in. Well, they have a habit of turning on each other.
So, friend, you were a bandit.
Oh, more dialogue.
Yeah? What of it?
So, is it true bandits get, real friendly with the wildlife?
You're an idiot.
You're a wood elf. How are you going to talk down to him for that? I'm just saying, wood elves have a real connection with nature.
Good job, lass.
Hey, Brynjoff. Yeah, I'm here to tell you my success on burning down some beehives, stealing some stuff from a safe.
Golden glow's been hit. Good job, lass.
Yes, yes. And here's what we got from the safe.
Let me take a look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
Don't look at me, I don't even know, man.
Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
Well, I'm flattered. But wait. I did everything right. Why does she want to speak to me? Am I in trouble?
No. Nothing like that. You're calling on her for business.
Well, why would she want to talk to me exactly?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people.
Oh yeah, when you mentioned gold, I did just do a big job for you.
Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lass. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from.
100 gold. I made more from what I stole in the place, but thanks anyway.
Maven wants to see you right away. I suggest you head right over.
Yeah, I could do that. I could go see Maven right away, but I don't feel like it. Instead, I want to go in here and turn in one of those miscellaneous quests that I already finished. Alright then. So, I did about roughly 15 of those miscellaneous tasks that are randomly generated. I showed you those in the last video. I did about 15 of them off screen because it was literally me picking pockets, stealing, forging numbers, all that fun stuff.
Job's done, boss. Gave the package to her just like you said.
Good. Did she say anything we need to know?
Yep. She said that the Jarl was planning a surprise raid on us, but she talked her out of it. Said she saved us a lot of trouble.
That she did. Very good. I'll tell Brynjolf.
Interesting. I know who they're talking about. You may find out later. For now, let's turn in our quest to Malvin, shall we? Well, Delvin. Malivore, not... I've combined his first and last name there.
So, what can I do for you today?
Completed that job for you.
And here's the spoils. Plenty more where this came from.
So, Delvin, do you have anything special for me?
Well, it appears your actions are starting to make waves out there. People are talking about the guild again. In fact, I just got a special job request in. I haven't gotten anything like that in years.
So, what's the special request?
We actually got a request from one of the most powerful families in Whiterun, the Battleborns. Make your way up there and look for Alfred. He says he's got a matter that requires a delicate touch, and I suggested you for the job. Don't make me the fool and let me down, alright?
Alright. So,
Hey, this guild needs the coin. Walking away without taking work is not going to make you popular around here.
I just took the job. You gave me a special request, you jerk. Ah. Anyway, yeah. By doing the 15 of the miscellaneous quest, approximately, I don't know exactly how many, I didn't count them, but it was around 15, I unlocked the Imitation Amnesty special quest, which we're going to do today. I'm going to try and spread these out across the length of the guild, instead of dumping them all at the very end, or, you know, dumping them at the beginning. And, well, as we do them, you'll see we'll unlock more goodies. Alright, here we are in Whiterun, everyone, for our Imitation Amnesty special request. So it works much like any other job would, really. We go, we find out from the client what they need done, and we take care of business for them. And in return, they're going to do something for the guild, which you'll see in just a moment once I reach the guy I need to talk to. Why I felt the need to go that way around the house, I don't know. Alright, here he is.
Alfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
I do know it well, but I'm not going to talk about the Battleborns. I think I already talked about them in the main quest. So, Delvin Mallory sent me to do you a favor?
You're here, and not a moment too soon. If anything should happen to Arn, there'll be hell to pay.
Okay, first off, don't threaten me. Second off, who the hell is Arn?
A close friend of mine. We fought together on the battlefield for many years until old age got the better of us. Now it's up to me to save him one more time. This time from the executioner's block in Solitude.
Okay, if he's in Solitude, that's kind of far away. Why am I all the way in Whiterun?
The city guard in Solitude is seeking Arn for a serious crime. When he fled here, he was arrested for drunken behavior. Can you imagine? Fortunately, his identity isn't known to the authorities in Whiterun, so there's still a chance to save him.
Alright, you want a prison break? I can do a prison break, not a problem. Where is he?
Hold a moment. This is more than a simple prison break. I want to have Arn's name stricken from the record books permanently. I'm setting him up with a new identity. It's the only way to throw the guard permanently off his trail.
Well, you know this game does take place before photo IDs, so I can't imagine it's that hard to have a new identity. But what exactly am I here to do if I'm not going to bust him out of jail?
The job is twofold. First, steal a letter that was sent from Solitude warning Whiterun's guard to be on the lookout for Arn. The second is to change Arn's name in the prison registry to his new identity.
Sounds easy enough.
If it was easy, I would have hired a local thug instead of a professional. You see, both of these items are kept inside Dragon's Reach. They don't allow visitors inside the Jarl's or the Steward's chambers. One more thing. If you get caught, I can't afford to be connected to you. Remember that before you do anything stupid.
Fair enough.
You watch yourself out there.
So, I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret.
You, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Yeah, we already covered that in a different guild. Now, this quest is either very easy or kind of difficult, and I'll explain why after we go inside. Alright, here we are, inside the Jarl's place. Oh, put your sword away. Inside the Jarl's place.
Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Okay, all this stuff you're seeing right now is part of the main quest. We will not be tackling it in this playlist. Go to my main quest playlist if you want to know what's going on here. I will be skipping the dialogue quickly, yada yada yada. Just gotta go through the motions.
Oh, you were at Helgen. But it's none of my concern.
And now they're gonna talk for a while.
Keep your distance.
Now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our wall?
And they're gonna take him a while. For now, well, actually, no, not wait yet. I have to let him go through this.
The dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him.
Yada 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 yada. I don't care about any of that information they're ranting on about. It is part of the main quest, as I said, but the first time you come into Dragon's Reach, you always go through this. So, yeah.
I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Here.
And he gives me some leather armor. You cheap bastard.
Come, let's go find Farringard.
They're the reason I'm going through all this.
He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons.
Yes. Let's just get this done quickly.
Come to What?
I'll wait for the
Jarl
Jarl.
Can be found in the Great Hall,
Yes,
probably
yes,
sitting
yes.
on his Jarl's throne, not over here in a wizard's laboratory. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late.
Farringard.
Me?
I
I
think
prefer
I
my
found
books
someone who can help
and
you
my
with your
spells.
dragon.
You know, if you've got the aptitude,
Go
you
ahead
should
and
join the
filter in
Mages
with all
College
the
in
people.
Winterhold. So the Jarl thinks you can be... Well, when I
Yep.
say straight to the... I, go to Bleak Falls Barrow. An old two... I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right
good, we're
direction
good.
once you
Priority
get
now.
there.
Anything
Off
we
to
can
Bleak
use to
Falls
fight this
Barrow
dragon.
with you.
Okay, good lord, shut up.
The Jarl is not a patient man.
We need it quickly,
Neither am I.
before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded.
Okay, they're done talking,
Lifetime
finally.
will be in your debt.
Now, sorry about that, but you do have to go through that. The very first time you come to Whiterun, into this castle, that's gonna happen. And I need them to finish all that dialogue, or they won't go to bed. And what we're gonna do today is a lot easier if you do it while everyone's asleep. So, let's go ahead and wait until about 1 AM. By then, everybody will be nice and cozy in bed. And it'll make us, well, like I said, it'll be a lot easier if you do it while people are napping. One more hour, just to be sure. Very good. Now, as I said, this will be very easy or very hard, dependent on, well, when you do it in relation to the main quest. If I did the quest that I've shown in the main quest playlist, and he's a terrible guard. He knows I'm here, but he's not going to try and stop me, see? He doesn't seem to care. However, even if the guards are incompetent, they're just hard-coded not to care that you're in here for some reason. If anybody who's not a guard detects you, they actually will react aggressively, but the guards don't care. I don't know if that's some weird bug that only happens in this palace, But, yeah. Anyway, here's the letter we were told to steal. Read it if you want. Problem solved there. But yeah, the guards do not care. But if the Jarl or any of his children see me, they will freak out and start calling guards. So, I don't know why it's like that, but it is. Technically, if you're really slick, you could wait till that guy's over there. You need higher sneak than I have, because it's still kind of bright in here, but you could technically do this without being seen, but the guards don't react, so I don't really see a point in putting a lot of effort into this. And just like that, we're done. Now all we gotta do is get out. I know, I don't know if it's bugged or if it's like you're actually welcome in that area. It's just that when you're in the people's room, it's a problem. And since the guards weren't in people's room, they don't care. That's how I guess it's playing out, but I never understood why that one's not harder. With that out of the way, though, let's wait till it's day again so we can find our Battleborn buddy to tell him the good news that we're done. And if you had done the main quest thing that I was just neglecting, and you progress a little bit further into it and kill your first dragon, and if the fact there's dragons is a spoiler, I'm amazed you made it this far without knowing that. But once you kill your first dragon in the main quest, from that point on you can go into those guys' rooms and it's not considered trespassing, which makes it even easier. Instead of waiting till night and doing it, you just do it in the middle of the day. Alright, so, let's head into... Apparently he's not outside yet. How about now? Great, now I waited too long and he's run off to some other place. I'm gonna guess he's at the bar, because that guy spends a lot of time at the bar. Oh, no? What is... Oh, he's at a different bar. Technically it's an arrow shop, but apparently this guy is supposed to be like one of the nobility of the city, and he comes here to cook for the Wood Elf. Okay.
Ulfred, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
Everything's been done. Arn should be completely safe.
Arn? Never heard of him. I guess that means you're finished. Here's your payment. Tell Delvin that he has my support and all the weight it carries in Whiterun from now on. I think he'll be quite pleased.
Now, what that means...
Watch yourself out there.
Yep, he gave me a magical wing for a reward, which I'm actually going to equip because it's not a bad wing. Yeah, not bad at all. Light armor skill plus 12, I can go for that, okay. Yeah, what he means is that if I commit a crime in Whiterun, well, I can actually, the guards, since I now have support in Whiterun for my guild, the guards will look the other way for petty theft and such. I normally don't get caught because I think it's unprofessional, but I want to demonstrate, so watch what happens.
Why, you little filcher. Wait, I know you have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
I can pay him 125 gold to just not... you know, just not know that I committed a crime, have him look away. But I'm with the guild, so I can actually pay half the actual fee. In this case, 2 gold, the fee was 4. I mean, if it was like 50, 25, you get the idea. And he'll clear my name for half price because I have guild support in Whiterun now.
I can make all your problems with the guards go away, but it'll cost you. What do you say?
Yes, clear my bounty for 2 gold.
Done. Now move along, before you get me in trouble.
And just like that, I no longer have a bounty. That is one of the benefits of doing the side quest for the Thieves Guild. If you do get caught, it gives you a quick, easy way to get away with crime. It's very useful in conjunction with the Dark Brotherhood. If you get caught doing a murder, you can only have to pay like 500 gold, and they just pretend you didn't murder anybody, as opposed to paying 1,000 gold or more. It's nice. We're not doing Bleakfall Bear. Don't look at that text. Alright, with that out of the way, we can now get on with it, to Dampen Spirits, which is the proper quest here in Riften. So I'll meet you back in Riften now. Now, before we go any further, everyone, I want to go over today's lore topic. Today's lore topic is called ShadowMarks. I find them very interesting. They are not actually in the series up until this game. They were never used until now. But as soon as here we go, now that I found one, I can talk about them. Do you see this symbol I'm circling with my reticle here? You see how it's got the square with the line through it and the circle around it? That's a shadow mark. Let me find you another one to give you another idea what I'm talking about. They're normally found on door frames or near door frames of buildings. Houses and shops alike should have them. Okay, I don't see one here. I'm probably just missing it. It's probably like on the top or something. Well, let me find a different one then real quick. I don't have every shadow mark memorized. There's one on practically every house in the game, yeah. Even I don't have that. Oh, there it is, there it is. See it here? Same thing. 3 lines, a circle. Well, there are other shadow marks, of course, that look different. And there is a very important shadow mark I'm going to show you nearby. As soon as I find out exactly... Yeah, it should be on this house. Okay, where is it? Not on the door frame proper. Is it on the wall thingy here? I'll find it. Give me 1 second. I know there's one on this door somewhere that looks different because it's because of whose house this is. If I could just find the damn thing. I've probably passed it 4 times and all of you are yelling at me that you already see it. Well, this is annoying, isn't it? Where the hell is it? Oh, geez, right here. Okay, I found it. Sorry for the delay, everyone. See how this one has like a diamond with 2 circles looped around it? Completely different shadow mark? Well, each mark has a meaning, and those marks are found on houses throughout the world. In every major city, they'll pretty much have one of those marks on virtually every single house if you look for it. Those are used in conjunction with a book we picked up in the guild hall a couple videos back that I didn't show you called the book ShadowMarks. By the way, oak flesh, I stole that from somewhere. I'll never use it, but I might as well learn it anyway. So, this book is very interesting. I'll give you a moment to read this page. And a moment to read this page. Very good. And here's our shadow marks, okay? You have the guild. Diamond, circle, and side. If you see that, it means that you're actually in a location that is owned by the guild. It is either the home of a guild member, or it is the guild hall itself. There is that mark on the entrance to our guild hall when you're coming from the Rat Way. I neglected to show it to you at the time because I was not ready to make that my lore topic of the day. Okay. You have safe. This is used to show passage. Remember how we went in through a sewer grate during the Golden Glow job? This shadow mark was actually on the sewer grate that we went into. If you'd look closely, you might have seen it in the video. It marks a hidden passage or an area that is, generally safe. It can also mark a house that has somebody living in it that is not someone that is part of the guild, but someone that supports the guild. This mark, on the other hand, means that you do not want to go in there and steal things. This is the danger mark. If you see this one, a good example, on the Companions Guild Hall, this mark is on that door. Because Companions do not call city guards. They will murder you. They will bash your head in and they will hide the corpse. Don't go in there unless you really think that something in there is worth stealing, is worth dying over. Escape route. These are found near prisons. When you're busting out of jail, if you ever get caught, and you pick the lock with your lockpick and try and break out instead of waiting for the jail sentence to end, it'll show you a proper route to get out of a dangerous situation, normally prisons. I've never actually seen one of these marks outside of a prison, but I'm told they appear other places. Protected. The one I just showed you on the wall here, this means do not rob the location this mark is on. The Maven Blackbriar, her manor had this symbol because she supports the guild. She's a client of ours, and we don't want to piss off the people who pay our salary. Which she pretty much does. She hires us out for big jobs. The guy I just did a job for, this mark would appear on his door as well because he is a client now. He's someone who pays us, therefore we don't rob him. They're protected, like a made man in a mafia kind of thing. You don't fuck with them. Oops, I just dropped an F-bomb. Well, there's my F-bomb for the LP. This mark, the mark of the fence. Pretty self-explanatory, I hope. people who have this mark on their doorway will allow you to sell stolen goods to them. Very useful if you want to pawn something that normal shopkeepers won't take. This is a really good one. When you see the square with the diamond around it, it means that there is loot there that is there specifically to help you resupply for a major mission. There are a few of them out in the wild, they're kind of hard to find, and there's a few of them in cities as well, again kind of hard to find. The loot in them is randomized, but it is normally of a thieving variety. You'll get something like lockpicks, a couple arrows, a potion of lockpicking, stuff like that. It's just little perks of membership, basically. The one I showed you on the 2 shops is the loot mark. If you want to make money, or you're trying to fulfill the requirement for the miscellaneous quest, where you need to steal 500 gold, you want to look for this mark. This mark means there is at least 1,000 gold worth of goods that can be stolen in the location that's marked on it. It's a good place to break into. It makes it a lot easier than checking every house to find a good hit. Just look for this mark and only go in those houses and you're guaranteed a solid steal. Exact opposite. They put this mark on somebody whose house is very poor, or somebody who doesn't keep a lot of material possessions. Don't waste your time. There's not going to be very good loot here. And that is the last mark. Now again, the ShadowMarks did not appear in games before this one. Again, protected. Don't go in here, don't start a fight. That's no violation of the guild's agreements. There were no ShadowMarks in previous games. I think it's an excellent addition. And you do have to be a little clever, because as you saw, it took me a moment to find one of the marks, like there's one right here. They're not always in the same spot, but they're very useful. Like, I think on this one, I know there's one on this building, I'm just not sure exactly where it is. It's gonna bother me now because I never found it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh well. Well, trust me, if you look around hard enough, I guarantee you, somewhere there is a thief mark on this building. But since this is the Blackbriar Meadery, it's owned by Maven Blackbriar, I can already tell you it's going to be a protected mark, because she owns that place. So yeah, using the marks will greatly help your thieving expeditions, and I think it adds another layer of depth to the guild. Oh, here's another one. Loot mark, because the Bee and Barb has plenty to steal. Like I said, there's quite a lot. The most common mark you're going to see is loot or empty marks. They're the most common to appear. But the other ones have a place too. If you know your marks, and you know what to look for, you can make some...
Riften's under my protection. You watch yourself now.
I'll watch myself. You can make some solid money if you just know what to look for. Although, again, they put them... Every door has a mark in its own little nifty spot nearby it, so... Sometimes it's tricky for me to remember exactly where the mark is for each house. So yeah, that is ShadowMarks, and that is all... Ow, I just hit myself on a basket. That kind of hurt. So that is our lore topic for the day. I know I kind of ranted on that for a while, but I thought it was very interesting, and I wanted to point that out. For anybody who needs to do some thieving to unlock the quest I just did, again, I had to do 15 miscellaneous quests. If you're doing one of the quests where you have to steal money, that's the way to go. If you need money for new equipment, look for this mark. This is where the money is.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Sapphire will talk to you another day. We've already talked to a member of the guild today. So then, all we got left to do now is meet with Maven Blackbriar here.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Yeah, well, neither do you, lady. We're going to talk to her next time, though. I think I've gone on long enough. So with that, I am Nosgard Silverclaw, standing in for Anhasi Silverclaw here. And I hope that my tips on what marks to look for in proper thieving will help you unlock that quest, which, again, is very easy. Either walk in and do it without any effort if you've done the main quest up to a certain point, or wait until 1 AM, walk in, and just sneak when you're actually in people's bedrooms. That's it. Very easy. The other optional quests are much harder and much more interesting. So with that, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time, where we'll talk to Maven here.